Tasmanian devil, like what that was. Yeah, that Tasmanian devil. He just like a mouse.
What? It's there. You need to get up and walk over there. I want to photo.
Male Tasmanian devils. Now, Tasmanian devils are Australia's and in fact the world's largest carnivorous marsupial. When we say the word marsupial, most people don't picture a devil. Most people tend to visualise slightly cuter things. The herbivores, wallabies, wombats, kangaroos, possums. These are all animals that carry babies in pouches. They feed those babies milk, and they make that milk by using all manner of flowering fruit and plant materials. But we also have carnivorous marsupials. Same basic arrangement. Babies in pouches feed their babies milk and make the milk by eating other animals. Now, this bloke's coming out to see me a little bit earlier than I would have liked, so we'll just get going here.
Wow.
Now, what I've got here is a male Tassie devil. This one is around about 4 years of age, and he's part of our breeding program here at the Reptile Park. Now, these are extraordinary little creatures, and as I said, this is now the world's largest carnivorous marsupial. There we go, Mr. You have that there. Okay, it's wrong with me, so this is the other one. Now they are magnificent little creatures, and as you can see, they're tenacious when it comes to the food. Now, unfortunately, if you get bitten by a devil, it's pretty much the same, but there's a little more Old English involved, if you know what I mean. Now, when he's grabbed something, he's not going to let it go. Now, they've got phenomenal closing jaw pressure. It's said to be right up there with that of the hyena from the Serengeti or the American alligator from the southern part of the US, the female alligators. Now, they can eat an entire carcass, and I'm not kidding. They can eat a whole lot. Now, not all at once, but they can eat every part of the carcass. If an animal dies, they eat meat on the ribs and protein. Then they disembowel the animal, pull out the gut, they eat all of that. They'll eat the sinews, the tendons, the pads on the feet, they'll eat the fur, they'll eat the claws from just about any animal. They eat the teeth out of an animal's jaw, and of course the vertebrae from the spine. They leave nothing at all. Now, that's their role in our habitat, is quite literally to be nature's cleaners. Now, in traditional times, if you were a dead kangaroo, the gamers came down and ate the flesh from the bones, and then the Tassie devils were responsible for sawing up the skeleton itself. They say that the Tassie devil can exist on a diet of bone alone. Now, unfortunately, there ain't going to be a lot of existing to do in the next decade because the devil is disappearing in the wild. It's not diminishing habitat, although that's an issue. It's not being shot by farmers, although that's an issue. The problem for the devil is this viral cancer, which is destroying the population. It was first detected back in 1995. Back then we thought there's about 300,000 devils. Today we think there are under 50,000, and a fair proportion of the remaining ones have already been exposed to the virus. Now, there's a 100% mortality rate. There is no cure on the horizon. In fact, we're not much closer to understanding the disease now than we were when it was first detected. Now, there are several ways to save the devil. One, remove all the humans from Tasmania. That'd be a good idea. Sadly, that's not terribly popular. The other option is to commit a couple of $1 billion headlong into research, but these animals aren't merchant bankers, nor do they play soccer. What a bummer. We've just spent $50 million on a failed World Cup, yet we've got one bloody vote. I need $6 million to save the devil, and I can't get it. I really can't. It's just driving me crazy. Now, apart from the couple of billion to get the scientists going, the cheaper way, the way the government is electing to go, is an insurance population. You grab a few devils from the wild, you bung them in zoos, you get those zoos to breed them. Sounds great, all cured, don't have to worry. Well, actually, yes, worry. You see, there are several problems with that. The first being, devils are aggressive little guys, as you've already seen, and dangerous to work with. Secondly, devil has a very short lifespan. They only live for about 7 years, and they only breed 3 times in their life. Each female's got 4 teats in the pouch, so, in a perfect world, she can have 12 babies, during her life. reality is probably under half that in the wild, but in captivity it hadn't been successfully done for 4 decades. It was thought to be impossible. Well, it's proved not to be impossible, but they are difficult little guys. Now, we've done very well here at the park. I've got the largest population of Tasmanian devils on the mainland right here at the park. And if that's impressive, well, it's sadly impressive. You see, the captive breeding program running in zoos right across Australia, 256 animals. Not 25,000, not 2,500, 256. That's it. 50 of them live here. It's not enough. We can't save the devil on those numbers. To reseed Tasmania with a lost species, you'd want to be releasing around about 10 to 30,000 animals, and that's probably fairly conservative. 256 in a breeding program is never going to get there. We need to really ramp it up, so to speak. That's what Devil Art's all about. Deep in the Hunter Valley, Jamie Packer was kind enough to give us 500 hectares on a peppercorn lease right in the centre of Elliston Holding. So they're surrounded by race horses. Bloody hell, they run past now, I tell you what. Last horse over the line goes over the fence, you know what I mean. Now, he's given us the land. I've got a lot of staff willing to work for nothing. I've got the foundation out. We're about to launch Devil Arc in the next couple of weeks, but we're still desperate for the cash. So look, if you're somehow cashed up, filthy rich, and you want to make yourself feel better by giving something to me, that'd be great. If you're not quite filthy rich, but you do want to help, you can certainly come and see us. You can also get yourself a photograph. Now, if you'd like, who'd like to get a photograph with the Tassie girls sitting on their lap? Well, obviously enough, that was an intelligence test. Sadly, your hands is up. Now, here at the Reptile Park, we really like people who do dumb, stupid, and irresponsible things. In fact, the furniture's coming up next. But if you're mad keen on getting your photo taken with the devil, you can. If you want to make your way down to the photo tent down there, you will find a Tasmanian devil Joey sitting on the lap of one of my staff. Now, what we've got down there is an animal that's about 10 months of age, and if you can't quite see the photographic tent, there's another one. Look, they're twins. We don't just make singles, we make doubles here at the park. This is Kelly. Kelly's got a little hand-raised devil on her lap. Now, if you want to get a photo of him sitting on your lap, you can. You're going to do it. You need to do it pretty quickly, because over the next 4 to 5 weeks, this one is going to change. When devils hit around about 11 months of age, they do become very outgoing in their personality. So, at the moment they chat, they're not going to bite you. But I tell you what, by the end of these holidays, we would anticipate the odd figure coming off. So if you're going to do it now, it's nice and safe. Don't go, gee, I wish I had.
Hello, what's your name, by the way?
My name's Michael. I'm the Education Officer at the Australian Reptile Park, so I do all the jumping on the animals and all the educative stuff here at the Reptile Park.
And it's really true that the Tasmanian devil is in a serious condition? Because
oh, absolutely, yeah. This dreadful disease, if you have a medical background, it's craniofacial sarcoma. If you don't, it's Tasmanian devil facial tumour disease. Okay. It's a viral cancer which is spreading throughout the entire population.
And what are the chances of it being extinct in the next 10 years?
Oh, 100%. The management plan for the animal is to let them die out in the wild. Ideally the disease dies with it, and then perhaps in years to come disease-free animals can be reintroduced into that now empty habitat in Tasmania.
And how are you coping with the present situation? Is it working well?
We're disease-free here at the Reptile Park. Right. We've actually cracked the secret of breeding devils, right, and we're just about to expand into our new facility known as Devil Arc, which will be deep in the Hunter Valley in the Barrington Tops. Ideally 500 pairs of devils capable of generating 1,800 young per year over a 30-year period.
And you have the funds necessary for that job?
Very, very few. We had some seed money which was consumed within the first 2% of the operation. We've been funding it ourselves. We've been taking donations from interested people, but we need millions and millions of dollars to save this animal.
Right. And if someone does want to help out, who can they contact?
You can contact FAME, you can contact the Australian Reptile Park, there's the Save the Devil Foundation, and if you do send us $1 million to save the devil, I guarantee I will still be driving the same crappy 99 Falcon. I don't get the dough, 100% goes directly to the devil.
Great, thanks a lot. Okay, thank you.
Right, pleasure.
Bye.
Because he's in the big cell. It's in a big cell.
Never seen one that big, have you?
There's a lizard.